Welcome to this video review, and today I'm going to talk about a topic which is quite common on our YouTube channel, and these are Contessa Picatinny Rails for Sako Rifles. As you probably know, Sako has, since ever I would say, has rifles which have a tapered dovetail on top. So all the way from those Finn Bear and Forester and those models to more, I would say, more modern models like was Sako 75 and now lately Sako 85. They all have basically the same tapered dovetail on top, and I would say majority of mounts for them are quite either quite expensive or rare. So Contessa is not the only manufacturer that produces Picatinny rails for Sako rifles, because when you're putting a Picatinny rail on top of a Sako rifle, you solve a lot of problems, because you have a Picatinny, when you have a Picatinny rail on your rifle, then you have a, I would say, abundance of different mounting options, and this is probably also the reason why their latest rifle, so Sako S20, has Picatinny rail on top as default. So they went away from their tapered dovetail mounting solution. But okay, let's speak a couple of words about Contessa company in general. So as you probably see written on the base of this Picatinny rails, Contessa is made in Italy. This company is located in the northern part of Italy, around 50 kilometers away from Lago di Garda. And they're known in this industry for producing one of the best mounts in terms of fit and finish. I would say that not only that their fit and finish is so superb, their mounts are also very beautiful, like expected if they come from Italy, and the quality is really high. But let's speak about the Picatinny rails on Sako 85. Let's stick to 85 model, even though all older models are basically the same or very similar. So Contessa is producing 4 different Picatinny rails for these rifles. And so they produced the smallest rail for the extra short, so XS Sako 85. Then the second one is S and SM actions, so Sako 85S and Sako 85 Short Magnum, or SM. And the third one is in M, or medium size, and the last one is large, or L and extra large. So it covers 2 different action dimensions. So basically, the shortest one is only for XS, the second one is for 2 different Sako actions, so the S and SM. Then the third one is again only for M size of Sako action. And the last one is, it covers all the L and XL Sako lengths of their action. If you want to learn more about this, we even have a special article about all Picatinny rails for Sako 85 rifles. But let's go how they're made. They're made out of steel, and they come in 3 pieces. So you have rear base, and you don't need to drill any holes on your Sako to put this rear base on. It goes on tapered dovetail, and then you have 2 screws that just press on the dovetail and make it fix. And because it's tapered, when you will shoot, the base itself will lock on your rifle with 2 screws on it, and these 2 screws go at the rear part of the Picatinny rail. Picatinny rail also has this kind of recoil notch or recoil stopper, which goes inside of this on the base. So you're able to see here. So there is no way that it would move under recoil. The screws hold it in place, and also this recoil stopper holds it in place. But then the front base, normally again you push the front base on the tapered dovetail until it stops, and you have these 2 screws that apply pressure on it so it doesn't move. And then you put this on your rail, and this part goes inside. And this is more or less with this screw. It's only that it holds the direction. So the recoil is not regulated here, but the direction, or I would say windage, is. So a really very, very simple system, but at the same time, I would say very reliable and clever. Because honestly speaking, they are covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 lengths of Sako actions with these 4 rails. And once you put this rail on, you're basically solving all the problems of mounting a scope on a Sako rifle. These rails are a little bit more expensive, so they cost around 170 euros. But for the quality that you're getting and this all different parts that come together and so on, the price is quite reasonable. You can also see that these Picatinny rails have a groove through the center, so that if you have iron sights on your Sako, you will be able still to use them, even though these rails are a little bit higher compared to others, because of these bases that have to connect the tapered dovetail to the rail. Still, you'll be able to use the iron sights no matter what. And the rails itself, they come with 10 years warranty, even though honestly speaking, we didn't have a case that they would fail yet. The torque you need to apply on the bases is around 3 Newton meters, 3.5 Newton meters is enough. And the same applies for the screws that connect the base to this, the Picatinny rail to these bases. So around 3 Newton meters. Even if you do it by your feeling, you will be fine, because the quality is really high and all the screws are of the same equal high quality, so you won't damage anything. Okay, what I also need to mention is that these rails are available either as 0 MOA or 20 MOA. The difference is only in the rail itself. The bases are completely the same, no matter if you order 0 MOA or 20 MOA. And the installation is really, really easy. Okay, I come to the part where I do a short summary. What I like about this product and where I think it's still room for some improvement. So I like the whole design, how they choose to go with this basis, and how they made possibility that 2 different rails fit on 4 different action lengths. This is really good because they lowered the cost of production. Otherwise they would need to produce 6 different rails. Now they're producing only 4. I really like fit and finish. I like the way that they produce this additional recoil stopper and normally the corresponding notch on the base, because that means that they really thought about it, that no matter what kind of recoil I would say the rail is subjected to, it will always work. And in general, Contessa produces high quality products. In my opinion, these rails, even if they would cost more, they would still be of good value. Made out of steel, the fit and finish is great, really well designed. What could have been done better? I think that they could lower the whole design of the rails, even on the bases and so on. They should strive for a lower solution, because when you put this rail on Sako rifle, it's quite high compared to all other Picatinny rails. But honestly speaking, there is no other competitor that would solve this problem more efficiently. They are more or less all of the same height or even higher than Contessa. But still, I hope in the future either Contessa or any other manufacturer will invest additional effort into lowering this Picatinny rails for Sako rifles which have tapered dovetail. We also have an article where you can see if you, let's say, if you have an M version of this Picatinny rail, on which older Sako rifles it will fit, because it will definitely fit on 5-6 different models from the past. Check our blog for that article if you have an older Sako rifle. Apart from that, if you forgot something, please use the comments below or send us an email. And if you like our videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.